What if the biggest threat facing Beth and Rip in Texas isn't a cartel, a rival rancher, or even a new enemy, but someone from their past who has been waiting years for the perfect moment to strike? Welcome back, Yellowstone fans. Today we're diving into a wild theory for Dutton Ranch Season 2 that could completely change the story of Beth, Rip, and their new life in Texas. Because what if the violence following them south isn't random at all? What if someone from the old Yellowstone days has been pulling the strings from the shadows? Let's find out more right here in this video, so make sure you stay with us until the end. And before we dive into what could happen to Beth, Rip, and Carter, drop a quick like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Dutton Universe updates. Season 1 ended with Beth and Rip trying to build something that was supposed to be completely different from the life they left behind. The Yellowstone Ranch was gone, the old power structure had collapsed, and Texas offered them something they desperately needed: a fresh start. But the problem is that Beth and Rip don't exactly get fresh starts. They carry their history everywhere they go. And that's where Season 2 could get very interesting. The attacks against their Texas operation may look like ordinary ranch warfare on the surface. Cattle problems, suspicious records, border tensions, and enemies trying to weaken their position all seem like separate threats. But what if they're actually connected? What if someone has been studying Beth and Rip for years? Someone who knows exactly how Beth reacts when she's threatened. Someone who understands how Rip responds when violence comes knocking. And someone who knows that the easiest way to destroy them isn't by taking their land. It's by taking away their family. That's where Carter could become the center of the story. Carter represents the life Beth and Rip were trying to build after Yellowstone. He isn't just another ranch hand. He's part of the family they created when almost everything else around them was falling apart. So imagine Season 2 revealing that Carter has been targeted specifically because he's their greatest emotional weakness. An attack on Carter wouldn't simply be another violent moment in the Dutton saga. It could push Beth and Rip back into the people they were trying to leave behind. Beth could respond through money, business connections, and calculated manipulation, attacking her enemies where they least expect it. Rip, meanwhile, would have a much simpler solution: find the person responsible and make them pay. But here's the biggest twist. What if the person behind everything isn't actually from Texas? What if they came from Montana? The old Yellowstone Ranch created plenty of enemies, and not every grudge was settled before the Dutton Empire began collapsing. Someone could have lost everything because of the Duttons and spent years waiting for an opportunity to strike back. Texas would give that person the perfect opportunity. Beth and Rip are isolated. They're rebuilding. They're vulnerable. And most importantly, they believe the worst is behind them. That's exactly when an enemy from the past could reveal themselves. If Carter is placed directly in the crossfire, the entire story could transform from a battle over ranching into something much more personal. Beth wouldn't just be protecting property anymore. Rip wouldn't just be protecting cattle. They'd be protecting the last piece of the family they have left. And that could bring back the darkest side of both characters. The old Beth would return. The old Rip would return. Except this time they wouldn't be fighting to save Yellowstone. They'd be fighting to protect their future. And that makes Season 2 potentially even more dangerous than the first. Because the real question isn't whether Beth and Rip can survive Texas. It's whether Texas can survive Beth and Rip. If this theory is even partially correct, Dutton Ranch Season 2 could turn the Texas storyline into a revenge saga that connects the new ranch directly to the unfinished business of Montana. And the person pulling the strings may have been hiding in plain sight all along. Season 2 is expected to continue expanding the Dutton story in Texas, but until official details arrive, this remains a theory. So what do you think? Could Beth and Rip's biggest enemy actually be someone connected to their Montana past? And if Carter becomes a target, would that finally push Rip too far? Let us know your theories in the comments. And if you're obsessed with the Dutton universe and want more Season 2 theories, updates, and breakdowns, hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss what comes next.